Welcome, fellow denizens of the dark. This is Lance, your host of Strange Bites, where we sink our teeth into wonderfully weird and wild science discoveries. I really appreciate everyone tuning in. If you enjoyed the show, please hit that subscribe button on your favorite podcast app, leave a quick review, and follow us on social media. Your support truly makes a difference. Now let's dive into today's bite. Pack a lunch and put on your life vest. We're heading into the Gulf on episode 25, The Pocket Shark's Secret Glow. It's February 4th, 2010. The Gulf of Mexico is black as ink at midnight, hundreds of miles off the Louisiana shore. The NOAA ship Pisces rocks gently on the waves. Its crew is chasing sperm whales, those massive giants that dive deeper than any submarine. They're not hunting sharks. They're just mapping what the whales eat, dragging a big trawl net through the deep, pitch-black waters like a fisherman casting into the unknown. When they haul up the net, among the usual fish and squid, there's something tiny, no bigger than your hand, 14 centimeters long, a baby shark, dark gray like wet slate with a bulbous head that looks almost cartoonish, like a miniature sperm whale crossed with a goblin. The scientists on the deck freeze. One of them, Mark Grace from NOAA, bags it up, freezes it for later. They have no idea they've just snagged one of the rarest creatures on Earth, only the second pocket shark ever pulled from the sea in all of human history. Fast forward a few years. Back in the lab at Tulane University, the little guy thaws under bright lights. Researchers from NOAA, Tulane, the University of Florida, and the American Museum of Natural History huddle around it. They run CT scans to create little slices that let them peek inside without cutting it open. They compare every tooth, every scale, every fin to the other known pocket shark species. A bigger female that was caught off of Chile back in 1979. This one's different. Fewer bones in its spine. Unique teeth that overlap like scissors. A weird little pit on its jaw that senses tiny water movements. And then those pockets. Right behind each front fin near the gills are two slit-like openings, tiny pouches, about the size of your thumbnail. No one knew what they did. Some guessed they were for pheromones, like shark perfume. But the scientists dug deeper. In 2020, a team led by researchers including J.M. Klaus took tissue samples, sliced them thinner than a human hair, and stuck them under a fluorescent microscope. What they saw blew their minds. Those pockets aren't just storage, they're living factories. Special glands line the cells that pump out a glowing bioluminescent fluid, bright blue-green like liquid starlight. The glands are packed with fluorescent compounds, and when the shark flexes its fins just right, it can squirt this stuff out in a cloud. Add to that hundreds of tiny photophores, natural light bulbs, dotted all over its body. The whole shark is a walking lantern show in the total darkness of deep sea. Down there, 300 meters or more below the surface where sunlight never reaches. Total black. Predators everywhere. This little guy isn't some fearsome hunter. It's a master of deception. Maybe it squirts a glowing cloud to blind a bigger fish chasing it, like a squid shooting ink but with light. Or maybe it uses the glow to lure in tiny prey, drawing them close like a moth to a porch light before snapping them up. Or it blends in, counter-illuminating its belly so it disappears when something looks up from below. We don't know for sure because no one's ever seen one alive in the world. But the science is rock solid. This is real technology from evolution, perfected over millions of years in the abyss. The shark itself, an immature male probably still growing, its family, the kite-fin sharks, are all deep water weirdos. But this one is the only American pocket shark we've ever found. Named Mollusquama mississippiensis after the Mississippi River that feeds the Gulf. One specimen. One tiny window into a hidden world. The net that caught it was just doing whale research. Pure accident. That's how the deep sea gives up its secrets. Not with fanfare, but in a quiet trawl on a stormy night. This wasn't some flashy expedition with submersibles and spotlights. It was routine science, years of patient lab work, freezing, preserving, scanning, slicing, peering through microscopes, technology that turns a frozen fish into a revelation. The same kind of tools we use to fight cancer or build better batteries, all sparked by one accidental catch in the dark. This tiny glowing shark isn't just a cool discovery, it's a reminder. In an era where we obsess over Mars rovers and AI that writes poetry, here we are, barely scratching the surface of our own planet. Over 80% of the ocean remains unexplored, a vast, crushing darkness bigger than all the land on Earth combined. The American pocket shark reminds us that the most profound mysteries aren't out in space. They're right here, in the waters we sail over every day. What else is down there? Creatures with technology we haven't even dreamed of. Bioluminescence like this could inspire new medical tools, glow-in-the-dark dyes for surgery, self-illuminating sensors for deep-sea oil rigs, or even eco-friendly lights that never need batteries. This shark survived millions of years in an environment that would kill us in seconds. It evolved liquid lanterns, not for show, but for survival, luring, hiding, communicating in a world without words or light. In our rush to light up every corner of the planet, are we erasing these hidden realms before we understand them? Deep sea mining, oil spills in the Gulf, climate shifts, they're all threatening places like this. One specimen means we know almost nothing about its population, its babies, its role in the food web. It could be everywhere or gone tomorrow. We're not the apex of creation. We're just loud guests on a planet full of silent geniuses. Discoveries like this pull us out of our human-centered bubble and force us to ask, what if the real intelligence of the universe is in these quiet adaptations of the deep? What if the future isn't about conquering the dark, but learning from it? The pocket shark's secret glow isn't just pretty. It's a warning light and an invitation. The abyss isn't empty. It's alive with secrets. And if we listen, really listen, it might just light the way forward. That's it for today's bite. Thank you very much for listening. I really do appreciate it. If you like the story, please hit that subscribe button on your favorite podcast app. Give me a follow on Facebook, Instagram, or Threads. And until next time, stay strange and question everything.